Hi, John Paul Fischbach here, the CEO and Chief Alchemist of the Auspicious Arts Incubator with this week's hot tip. This week, I want you to go tell it on the mountain. So I have a challenge for you this week. I'm calling it Go Tell It on the Mountain. It's my Go Tell It on the Mountain challenge. I want you to talk about the true value and impact of art 3 times this week. So you know, I often say this, as artists, we stretch minds, we open hearts, we change lives. We are powerful. Our art, our words, our images, our music heals, inspires, and teaches. So tell people that. If you don't know how to tell people, if you don't know how art helps, if you're struggling for words, oh, for God's sake, just Google the power of art. That'll help you. It'll get you started. When people engage with our art, they make meaning. They develop empathy. They bond with others. I bet you have an experience of some of those. We generate emotional capital, social capital. We create social cohesion. Tell people how you do that. The art that we create helps us understand the past, the present, and helps us have a vision of the future. So explain that. Share some examples with others. When people ask you what you do, I hope you say, I am part of an elite group that is dedicated to helping the world. And then I hope you follow up with, I help generate happiness. I help create beauty. I help people see the potential of the human body. I help people connect to each other. I help people smile. I love this quote by Klee. Go use that to start the conversation. Art does not reproduce what we see. It makes us see. Look, and those of you who run classes or who teach, you know that your work builds confidence. Your work stimulates creativity. Your work encourages bravery. Your work gets people to try new experiences. It gets people to communicate. It gets people to realize their potential. It gets people to believe that they can. Look, you have to have this conversation. We all have to start having this conversation. We all have to get to the top of the mountain and go tell it. Look, if you haven't seen the doco or read the book, Google Simon Schama's Power of Art. Simon Schama's Power of Art. Look, we as artists know the value of art because we live it and we breathe it. But other people don't. They're disconnected. They only know the power of art subconsciously. It's up to us to start the conversation where we talk about the value in real practical terms. So go tell it on the mountain. I challenge you to start 3 conversations about the true value and impact of what you do and what art does for the world. You have 7 days. Go. Look, here's what's happening. If we can't communicate clearly and persuasively about how our art benefits people, how can we expect other people to support us in our work? It's up to us. So if this hot tip was helpful, if this inspired you, please pass it on. Let's get as many conversations started as we can. And if you want real, practical advice for your arts business, check us out at theauspiciousartsincubator.org.